Hi, glad you're here today in Gagajoy's kitchen. Today we're going to be making fudge, and it's a real good kind of, it's almost an elegant fudge, and it's so easy to make. You just, if you have the ingredients, you've practically made it. I started making it 50 years ago. I still make it several times a year. People wait for me to get the fudge made. We're going to start off with chocolate opera fudge. I'm going to be doing the second part of it first. First of all, I'm going to put a whole bag of Hershey's chocolate. You can use other chocolates, and a whole jar of marshmallow cream. You have to use marshmallow cream, you cannot use the marshmallows. And I took black walnuts and I warmed up on the stove for just 2 or 3 minutes, just making them warm. That just sort of releases the oils in it. So that goes in, and I'm going to set this aside now. And into this pot, I'm going to be putting 4 cups of sugar, 1 can of carnation cream, and 2 sticks of butter. Now I'm going to save the butter paper because I can line my plates with. Just butter your dish here, and you've got, don't have to get your hands dirty. And there's plenty of butter on the paper to do it. So now that's done. So now all we have to do is stir the fudge for about 8 minutes. It goes by quickly. If you make this fudge, you'll never make another one. I promise you that. That is a given. Now we're into 3.5 minutes of stirring. About 3.5 minutes more. And I'm one of the old-fashioned people when it comes to candy. I've made it too many times. I don't use a thermometer like most people do. I use it on everything else. But this candy, I'm so used to making it, I just don't think I could use the thermometer. But please try, go ahead. I think it's 165. I'll check that in a minute for you, but it's just one of my things. Everything else gets a thermometer except my opera fudge. Okay. Here we go. Now, the trick to it is you do not touch the sides of this pan. You just put it in water. If you touch the sides of the pan, it will crystallize. You get those little crystals. This way you don't have, it never goes to sugar. You don't feel those little crystals. It's just perfect. And you can see it's not a long, drawn-out thing. Now I am going to put a teaspoon of vanilla in this. Okay, and to the pan it goes. Get my spatula. And you can see that makes a big pan of fudge. And it's just like silk. It truly is just like silk. It'll take a while for that to cool. And we'll set up for the peanut butter. Now while our fudge, our chocolate fudge with walnuts is cooling, we're going to do the peanut butter fudge. And again, it's just as easy as the other one. 4 cups of sugar. 1 cup of cream. 2 sticks of butter. And that's all for that one. Now I'm going to do the bowl, the setup bowl. I have a cup of English walnuts. Again, you use the ones you want, but to me the English walnuts seem to work better with the peanut butter fudge. You don't even have to put walnuts in it if you don't want to. A lot of people don't like walnuts in this one. I just put a teaspoon of vanilla in it. That's all it needs. It's just a habit with me. And sometimes are worse than others. And of course, a carton of marshmallow cream. I do like these little plastic cartons better than do the glass ones. At least it comes out a little bit easier. The tops are bigger. Now here's the goody part. It's 2 cups of peanut butter. 1. I have 2 cups of peanut butter. Now we're through with this part. And start stirring our sugar, cream, and butter mixture for about 7 minutes. And then we'll almost be through. Well, we're stirring. We've got about 3.5 minutes to go. You know, I'm looking at the thermometer here. Like I said, I don't use it, but it looks to me like it's, I always take it off on a little bit more than the softball. So I'm thinking the thermometer would read 280 or 290, between 280 or 290. I'm going to see if it's done. I'm dropping it down in the water. Well, you just drop it down in the water a little bit. And you roll it around like this. Now see, this is not going to stick. It's sticking together, but that's not quite hard enough. It has to be a little bit harder than that. So about a minute away. Just drop it down in there like that. Keep trying it, stirring it. Don't ever quit stirring it. Okay, now this is getting. You see how soft it was. Now as it goes around and around, you can feel it getting softer or harder. Now it's still not quite done. I'm pretty sure it's done now. Drop it in there. it's done. Let me show you. Right there's your hardware. Now remember, when you pour your candy in here, do not touch the sides in any way of what comes out of the pan. Don't touch that at all. Now, we'll touch this. I always use a good kind of peanut butter too. I see a difference in peanut butter. I like Jif. Some people like, what is it? Peter Pan. And you ought to smell it. It's stiff hot. One more twist here. Now here we go. Let me get my spoon. Now you see, I've got them in two different size dishes. I did that deliberately. I like the fudge a little, but when you cut that peanut butter fudge, it's so good when it's thick. So, and I wish I could show it to you, but it's going to take about 2 hours in the refrigerator to be cuttable. But in the meantime, drop by and I'll give you a piece this evening. Well, it's over, and we'll let the fudge cool. We've enjoyed being with you. Be sure and join us next time on Gagajoy's Kitchen. Remember the joy. Make somebody happy today. People are going through a whole lot, so let's pray for them. See you soon.